Adrian, I would be interested to know, maybe not from a legal perspective, but maybe from an economist perspective, when you listen to these conversations and you're trying to, let's not forget, a key part of our topic is growth, and our context is low growth, right? And so when you listen to these pain points that are being discussed, what are the implications for a country that is trying to get out of this low growth path into medium growth to high growth path? What are the implications that you are hearing from this perspective? And if you're up to it, potentially lean into some case studies maybe as a modeling for some of our panelists, so when they come back next time, they can come back into case study mode.
Thank you, Morris. So I think in terms of sort of the 30,000-foot observation, there's 2 points that I'd make. The one is unraveling why South Africa is in a low-growth environment. And I would venture that the single biggest explanatory factor is the investment drought that this country has been in since about 2010. The last time we saw buoyant investment spending was the first decade of the 2000s, and it was explained overwhelmingly by commodity buoyancy and a football World Cup, more than anything else. From then to now, South Africa has had an investment drought, and even if we were to have very buoyant domestic investment, I think Busi and Liana have touched on it, even if South Africa were to have a domestic investment bonanza, that wouldn't be enough to get us into a high growth environment. For us to achieve the high growth, inclusive, sustained, elevated, and inclusive growth path, we need foreign capital desperately. Now, here I think South Africa is under an illusion that somehow we can make the rules for others, forgetting that there are about 215 other investment destinations that capital can seek, that there's nothing particularly unique or special about South Africa. So what are we doing to make sure that we are the most attractive investment destination? And amongst other things, our centers involved in building or contributing to a investment attractiveness report. South Africa lags. We are missing in action. If we were doing, so that would be my first opening 3 or 4 lines. I'm not sure how many I've eaten on that.
It's okay.
But my follow-up observation would be, if we were getting this right, I think that there are a couple of easy metrics that we could offer. Ease of doing business, industrial complexity, and industrial concentration. That we would be spawning lots of small firms, medium, small-sized enterprises that would be feeding a competitive environment. I don't see that happening. The second is, so we continue to display very high Herfindahl-Hirschman indices, high concentration ratios, 30 years on from the dismantling of political apartheid. I think industrial apartheid is still resident. The adjacent to that is the not ease of doing business, the difficulty of doing business in South Africa. Now, again, the ease of doing business metrics have been challenged. I don't want to get into the decimal places of it, but if it was easy to do business here, then South Africa would be ranking in the 30-something place stakes. 2010, we ranked 30th in the world. The last time the report was released, we ranked 81st. So we've lost quite a few places. Over that period, Rwanda went from 120th to 30th. So something's going on there. And then the third is in industrial complexity, which is different to industrial concentration. Industrial complexity is the things that we do. And we've steadily been losing pace in terms of our complexity. Why all of this matters is, I'll come back to, again, Liana and Busi's observations that competition really matters, because competition is good. It's good for growth. It's good for employment. It's good for research and development. It's good for the spawning, the birthing of new firms. It's good for consumers. Competition is good. If we want to get to what I think is on the way, that 2 or 3% number that's coming from the SARB, competition will be one of the enablers of that low, very low single-digit price inflation. Competition is good. It matters. We want it.